Hi, another great program by Phil and Mark there. It's so nice to hear General David's voice, another very valued friend of mine, and it's such a breath of fresh air to get his perspective on the program about what is really going on in Israel-Palestine. Jim, good to have you on the show.
Thank you, Jim. Great to hear from you. You're like I've always said, nobody has done more in the activism against Israel and their crimes and the illegal lobby that we have on the Hill. You, Merschmeyer, and Walt have been fantastic.
Well, I just wanted to make this made known that it was inspiration by Paul Finley's They Dare to Speak Out book about that same Israel lobby, AIPAC, and similar. And you're mentioned on the cover of that. And just keep in mind, every time I do what I try to do with regard to getting out the truth to the American people, it's because of courageous America First patriots like you and Congressman Finley.
Thank you.
I wanted to make that mention because General David's just been an inspiration to my effort to get out the truth, as I just mentioned. Just to touch on some points here, General David had just mentioned the book by John Merschmeyer and Stephen Walt, The Israel Lobby and U.S. Foreign Policy. That's a must-read book, and you can go to israellobbybook.com to get more information about that. Also, there's an article that General David had written, which is a must-read. It includes mention of the deliberate attack on the USS Liberty by Israel, and it's titled Passionate Attachment to Israel, and you can find that over at MediaMonitors.net, but all you have to do is Google Passionate Attachment to Israel, and it'll come up. And also, I just wanted to make a couple other points. In the Jewish publication, The Forward, out of New York, General David had touched on Jimmy Carter and how he had met with him for lunch after his book came out about Palestine and how Israel is practicing apartheid in the occupied territories. There's an article in The Forward with regard to how Jimmy Carter was not allowed to speak at the Democratic Convention, and it's just unacceptable. What basically happened is the influence of the pro-Israel lobby and many American Jews that put Israel and its interests ahead of America's wouldn't allow Jimmy Carter to speak. So what they did is they put together like a 3-minute video about Katrina and had him walk across the stage. And that just, to me, is just incredible. And that just shows the power and influence of American Jews in our society as well. Again, not all Jews are Zionists. So that has to be an important distinction. But there are many Jews who are Zionists that put Israel's interests first. Another article I wanted to touch on, Mark had mentioned Christopher Hedges. He has an excellent piece out that you can also Google online, and it's titled Declaration of Independence from Israel. And that is just a must-read. It was actually a piece that Common Dreams published, and also they weren't the original publisher, but they reprinted it, and also the Princeton speech that Hedges had made that was of the same title. You can find that all online, and I don't want to take up too much more of the General's time. I really appreciate him being on the air, and Mark and Phil having him there.
Thank you, James, and thank you for all the help that you've given this radio program. Literally, you have breathed fire into us, so I want to thank you for that.
Can I just make my last statement here? Jim, you're absolutely right about Jimmy Carter, and we can maybe thank Congressman Gerald Nadler from New York for those actions. It's a disgrace.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out Tom's Representative Press channel. It's a channel you'll want to subscribe to as well. See the link in the video description.